Hi Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the healers, and the light bringers of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so you can get videos, all the videos that I share here on this channel. We're going to dive into your month of September. We're going to take a look at the tarot cards. We're going to take a look at the messages for you. How can you best navigate this month, and what messages do the angels have for you for this month? So we're going to dive into September. We're going to take a look. I've divided it into basically 4 sections, 4 main themes that you can expect throughout the month, and what we need to know about those themes. Now, as I take a look at this month, I see very much a theme of healing. Okay, we even pulled the healing card here. Very much a healing that's happening for you. And as we know, healing isn't always the most comfortable thing. You may find that this month is a bit uncomfortable. There's a lot of really beautiful stuff that's happening for you within this month, and it is all about your healing, all about helping you to understand with this dope soul card how dope you are, how amazing you are, how powerful, how incredible you really are. And so you will find that the universe is giving you the tools that you need in order to heal, in order to have more clarity on who you are, what you deserve, and what you want in your life moving forward. There is also an emphasis with this manifest card on manifestation, okay? So I want you to pay attention to the things that are showing up for you, specifically the things that you catch yourself thinking about, well, wow, I don't want that in my life. I don't, or I don't want to do this anymore. Pay attention to that, because the next question is, well, what do you want? And I do feel like very much so, this month is highlighting for you what it is that you do want. And sometimes the universe will use what we don't want to help us to find clarity on what it is that we do want. But be patient with yourself. This is going to be a process this month. So the first card that we have here is the Sun in reverse. Okay, so you may be feeling a little bit down. You might be feeling a little bit depressed. You might be feeling a little off or disconnected from your light. And again, I feel like as much as this is uncomfortable, that this is an important part of your healing journey. You know, my angels like to remind me that, we didn't come here to be comfortable. And so sometimes I get really frustrated with the discomfort, with the pain, with how difficult it is to be here on earth. And they will remind me, if you wanted to stay comfortable, you would have stayed over on the other side. You wouldn't be here. You're here to grow. You're here to learn. You're here to develop. And so the message here is to trust that whatever is happening for you is meant to help you to heal, to grow. And it is stirring up certain things for you to work through them, and to allow you to heal them for good, to allow you to be able to level up in your life. I wouldn't be surprised if in October we pull the level up card for you, or you have cards that suggest the level up, because this is a lot of that work that people do before a level up. And I happen to know from an astrological perspective that there's a lot of major shifting happening in October. So I feel like this is your preparation, and your preparation, it looks like, Aquarius, is to focus on your healing, to focus on what is showing up for you. So you may have events that are happening for you here with this Tower card. A lot of times when the Tower card is showing up reversed, it's maybe not as significant as a Tower moment would be when it's upright, but it is something that is showing up for you that is forcing you to look at things from a different way. It may be loss, it may be challenge, it may be difficulties, but understanding that whatever is happening for you. Okay, this is happening because your angels have a better sense of the big picture. You don't necessarily, okay? And so trust that whatever wants to go this month, let it go. And whatever is shifting, changing, and maybe that'll feel a bit out of your control, understand that all will be well. This is happening, again, for you. Okay. We do have this Hierophant card. So I think that for many of you, you'll find a lot of comfort in spirituality. This is a great month for you to really focus on spirituality, whether that's church, whether that's, for me, I feel very spiritually connected when I spend time outside, when I spend time in the woods. So for me, I always say like the trees of my church, right? But everybody has their places where they just feel connected to God, source, divine, whatever you want to call that, okay? Whatever works for you, whatever is part of your spiritual practice or process, if you're not doing that now, this is an important time for you to do that. Meditation, time in your own energy, yoga, anything that just connects for you that helps you to feel spiritually connected. I also really like to listen to like sermons and things like that online. I find a lot of peace in hearing these kinds of things, but it's about whatever connects for you. It's not about what connects for me, but those are just some ideas in terms of what you might do. Then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and I do feel like you're maybe feeling like some things are stalled. If you have your own business, you might feel like, you know, money isn't flowing as nicely as you would like it to, or opportunities aren't coming through in the way that you would like it to. This may be, this doesn't have to be your business. This can be just feeling like money isn't flowing in the way that you would like it to, or that you're not achieving the success that you want, or having these opportunities coming in that you were hoping for. This is really saying keep the faith. You're just not there yet. It doesn't mean that that's not coming in for you. It doesn't mean that you should give up hope. This is just a pause. This whole month for you is very much feeling like a pause. We do start Mercury retrograde actually toward the end of the month on the 27th, but it looks like you start your retrograde a little bit early, and you will be taking a pause, taking a rest, slowing down a little bit this month, okay? I don't see a lot of action happening for you this month, but again, I think this is a really important piece of the puzzle here, is this healing. This will allow things to move forward. This will allow for things to happen for you. We have the multifaceted card. And this says there are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person that you're asking about, okay? So you may find yourself feeling like you can't quite make sense of things, okay? Because there is an energy of not feeling clear on things here in this month. And I think this is like the universe way of saying it's complicated, and you may not have the capacity to be clear on this yet. You might not have the capacity to understand this yet. And so this is where faith and trust in your higher power comes in. So set your intentions, say your prayers, ask for what you want to manifest, and then as best you can, trust that that's going to come in divine timing for you. Now, the next cards that we have here really focus around with this Four of Swords, rest and relaxation. Okay, so again, a pause. So anything that you can be doing to kind of slow it down this month, get extra sleep, focus on slowing down, not rushing around. Sometimes we're so busy, we're rushing from thing to thing. And when we stay that busy, a lot of times we miss our intuitive messages that are trying to come through. And I feel like for you to have any semblance of clarity this month, you're going to have to slow it down. You're going to have to take time out to listen to your soul. And usually that comes from spending time in your own energy and intentionally connecting in some way, or I don't know, not even always intentionally, because for me sometimes my intuition comes in just when I'm driving in my car, you know, when I have that quiet downtime, when I'm not doing a whole bunch of different things. So this is a good time to limit all this multitasking that you're doing and let yourself just be a little bit more at ease, move a little bit more slowly and more peacefully. I think that if you can do that, you're going to find yourself really being in this place of the magician. You're going to be really focusing on feeling like you are wanting to create something in your life. You're wanting to create a life that you're excited about. And I do feel like if you can listen to that, what you actually want in your life is going to be coming through. So, but you've got to like take that step back again and let that come through and let yourself be guided by the universe, because a lot of times we try to manifest from our ego, from that human part of ourselves rather than from our soul. And our soul truly knows what's best for us. Our soul truly knows what's on our divine path. And so I think that if you can listen to your soul a little bit more, take that time, that rest a little bit more this month, you're going to be able to hear that, and it's going to help you to manifest some things. And I think when you start to get clear on what you want and you start to put energy into manifesting that, it can arrive into your experience relatively quickly. I feel like a lot of good is coming for you in October. I also see here with this Four of Wands, this is the Four of Wands. It can be like a celebration. It can be a wedding. It can be that kind of stuff. But I feel like as I'm listening to like what the energy of this card feels like, it's like a commitment to yourself. Okay, so I see you in some way, shape, or form making a commitment to yourself, really recognizing some of the things that, quite frankly, you've been putting yourself through, you know? And by the way, no judgment. We all do it. We all make choices that make life harder for us, that are self-sabotaging. And I see you kind of recognizing some of those things in the quiet, in the downtime, where you're like, you know what, I don't want to do that to myself anymore. I don't want to set myself up for failure. I want to set myself up for success. I want to set myself up for happiness, for peace. And so I see you at some point, there's like something clicks for you, and you make that commitment to yourself. And you begin to take steps in the direction of whatever it is that you've committed to yourself. You know, I'm going to do this. This is a goal that I have. This is what would make me feel good and right about the direction that I'm moving in. So I see you, sorry, I'm dropping cards here. I see you really doing that. And part of this commitment that you make to yourself is in this Five of Wands in reverse. So we have, if you can see the Five of Wands, this conflict, drama, right? And I just see you putting your wand down. I see you turning your back to this. I see you deciding that you're done participating in drama in your life. You're recognizing where that is feeding things within you that don't serve you. You know, I think that sometimes we can spend time with people that don't bring out the best in us. And you're starting to recognize who doesn't bring out the best in you. Or if it's not a who, it's a what. What doesn't bring out the best in you? What circumstances are bringing out parts of yourself that you're not proud of? And I think that it's important for these parts of yourself to be stirred up so that you can take a look at that, so that you can do some work around that and work around loving all of yourself. But at the same time, I see you also recognizing where there are certain behaviors or certain circumstances in your life that need to change in order for you to have the kind of life that you want. Part of this also is letting yourself feel all of your emotions, letting yourself feel it, letting yourself cry, express those feelings in some way, communicate about those feelings. Don't try, this is not a month to try to stuff it. This is a month to let yourself feel it. You might find yourself feeling much more emotional this month, and that is okay. That is part of the healing. In fact, I feel like when we can allow our emotions and we stop fighting them, number one, it helps us to deal with them quickly, but it also helps them to be less overwhelming. It's like you feel them, you get it out of the way, and then you move on. Whereas if you stuff them, these emotions, these feelings can kind of take on a life of their own. So it's really important that you're letting yourself feel those and acknowledge those right now. Let me pull these cards over here. Okay, so then we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You're supposed to feel confused right now. You're supposed to not be completely clear because, and I said this in one of my weekly readings recently, when we are confused, when we are unclear, it forces us to start to send a signal out to the universe, searching for what's next, for what we're being guided to do. And it helps us to actually open to guidance. So the universe will use that discomfort to help you to be open to the guidance that's wanting to come in. So this is very purposeful. I see you here with this Seven of Wands in reverse. Again, there are battles in your life that you're starting to walk away from. You're recognizing like, I'm going to choose my battles moving forward. That's not something I'm interested in participating in. That's not something I'm interested in putting my energy into anymore. And so I see you really getting very clear on that this month and making some changes to that, choosing what you are allowing in your energy field and what you are not allowing in your energy field. With this King of Wands in reverse, I see you there's like, it feels, it may feel stagnant to you, but again, you're doing a lot of work, you're doing a lot of healing. I just think that it won't feel very exciting this month, okay? But that doesn't mean it's not important. Again, it's important for us to do the hard stuff. This is some of your shadow work that you're doing this month, and it's important to just allow this process because, like I said, there's a big shift that's coming for you in October, and I think this is contributing to that, okay? You're setting yourself free with this Devil card. You're understanding that this whole time you've had the power to set yourself free from something, but you didn't see it until now. And I feel like this month, some things are really being highlighted. You're seeing things through a new pair of eyes and you're understanding it. And it's important what's coming through, and it allows you to set yourself free from things that you didn't even understand before that you were chained to. So this is incredibly powerful energy, and you're being very guided. You know, if you've been questioning like, where's my help, where's, you know, like, where are my guides, where are my angels, where are my cross loved ones, you know, does the universe not have my back anymore, or what's going on here? This is that reminder with the spiritual protection card that it says you are being watched over and protected physically, emotionally, and energetically. So understand that while you are going through a process, you are never going through this alone. And to be honest with you guys, I feel like part of why you feel disconnected from that, or you don't feel supported in that, is because you have been so distracted or so busy that you're not seeing what's showing up for you. And so this is also a message of starting to pay attention again to signs, to synchronicities that are showing up in your life, to the ways that the universe is guiding you and helping you every step of the way. Because I can promise you that is the case. And the universe never disconnects from us. Sometimes we can push that away unintentionally, and then we can feel very disconnected from that. So be mindful of that and know that the universe always has your back. Now, we also have this Justice card showing up. So I do feel like there's some area in your life that has maybe felt out of balance or unfair, or maybe even for some of you, there has been something in connection with the courts or something like that. And this is saying that justice will be served. Justice will take care of that. And a fair and just decision will be made around this. If this isn't about a situation where a decision needs to be made, I see this being a decision that you're making in your life or that someone else is making that really works out in the best way possible for everyone's highest and best good. I do feel like you've been waiting on justice in some area of your life, or you've been just wanting things to be handled fairly. Okay, this is really saying things will be handled fairly. So trust in that. Now, interesting, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse as well. Okay, again, I feel like this is saying not a lot of action happening, not a lot of things necessarily moving forward on the outside, but a lot of internal work happening. This is also, you may find yourself feeling a little disconnected from your confidence. That's that reminder with that Dope Soul card of how amazing you are, and to really try to connect with that, because you may find yourself feeling kind of disconnected from your confidence, your creativity, all those things that the Queen of Wands is. So part of the work is also in learning how to honor yourself and love yourself. And sometimes, like, when we just take that time in that space to listen to our soul, it fosters that self-love within us, and us setting boundaries with other people, and us setting boundaries even with the universe, raising the bar with the universe and saying, this is what I want for my life. This is what I'm asking for. But I do see some really incredible things coming in for you. We have the Magician, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles here, right? So for me, this is about the things that you are working on manifesting. We are going to see some of them come to fruition relatively quickly, right? The Queen of Pentacles is living the life that the Magician was focused on manifesting. So we go from that King of Pentacles in reverse to the Queen of Pentacles. But the Queen of Pentacles is a more receptive energy. So there is kind of an energy of set your intentions and then let these things come to you and have some patience, because I think if you can just like get out of your own way energetically and stop trying to force certain things or control certain things and let it come to you, set your intentions, and then trust that it's going to come to you, I think that it can come into your life pretty quickly. We also have this Hanged Man in reverse, okay? So I do see you, as we're moving forward into October, stepping out of this pause, stepping out of this period of reflection. And I see you really seeing so many things in your life in a different way and understanding things with a new clarity, maybe than you've ever had before. So there's a really beautiful gift that comes with this. We also have the clearing negativity card, okay? So there's a lot of negative energies in your life, negative influences in your life that you're going to find yourself feeling called to release, to clear, to set boundaries with, whatever that is. But this is also a good month for you to focus on in some way clearing negativity out of your life, clearing negativity out of your energy field, whether you get some energy work done, whether you focus on doing other things like saging your energy field, saging your space, taking an Epsom salt bath. There's so many different ways that you can cleanse and clear your energy. So if you're feeling called to do that, look those up. But there's definitely a focus on releasing negativity and cleansing your energy this month. And I feel like a lot of what's happening, a lot of the feeling, the emotions, and a lot of the work that you're doing is actually helping to do that naturally as well. So those are your messages for the month of September. If these messages connect with you, make sure you guys hit that like button. I always love to hear from you in comments below. I appreciate your support so much, and those are two ways that you can support the channel. If you want to learn more about my membership site, where I share different readings, where I share different classes, different energy sessions, all of the things that I do best, you can check that out at Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me and my services, you can check that out at discoveryourawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care, guys.